now we've seen these young men being famous for the wrong reasons. That's not what you want. But let's take you through what's trending as well this morning. 1,200 naira per liter has been on since yesterday. We'll tell you what the NNPCL has said about that. But let's show you what Nigerians are saying about this one on X. Emmanuel says, there are rumors that fuel will sell at 1,200 naira per liter, and everyone is making jokes about it rather than protesting against it. If at this point we can't tell when to joke and when to take things seriously in this country, then, well, he believes that we're finished. We're not, and that's why we're keeping these issues in the firm burner. We'll give you what the NNPCL has said about this. It's important to ensure that your grievances are channeled to the appropriate quarters so you get the right information and not just go to town with what you see out there. Jeff.
I'm seeing a particular tweet that is of interest. This guy says, his name is, or her name, I'm not sure, Hush Crush 1, says, fuel 1,200 per liter, and you say, make I not lock my fuel tank with padlock. Oh, but sometimes to interpret pidgin, it's not as easy as I used to think. How do I say this to our audience who don't understand Nigerian pidgin? Basically,
lock up your fuel tank, basically.
Just look, with how expensive fuel is, speculated to be or will be, why wouldn't I just take a padlock and lock up my fuel tank just to protect my, my reserve in my car? So basically that's what that person is saying, just to tell you how difficult things can be if this happens. But we'll tell you what the NNPC says, but this has been trending since last night or so.
But beyond the humor, associated with these tweets, it's a real issue. 1,200 naira, if it's a possibility, if it's going to happen at all.
The NNPC has said no.
Will dig a bigger hole in the pocket of Nigerians, and the president keeps saying, let the poor breathe. Let Nigerians' pockets breathe. That's a way to walk the talk. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, another tweet. I want to read another tweet now. You're going to read the next one.
Okay, go ahead.
Senior Bro 11. How am I going? I'm just seeing the humorous ones. I don't know. You guys should check out.
Well, look, some laughter is good for the morning, really.
Say, you reach my turn to buy car. When I begin selling for 1 super liter.
No worry.
You interpret
still
that.
buy car. Well, it's basically saying it was his turn to purchase a car, and then the
now
price
that he has eventually
being considered to be 1,200 naira per liter. But hey, guys, let's not run away with the trends and the stories. The NNPC has debunked it, and we hope that they stayed true to it.
There's a hack actually to that one. You don't necessarily have to buy a vehicle. I think a lot of people get carried away with trying to be like other people. Okay, so my neighbor has a car, I need to get a car as well, forgetting that maybe your neighbor can afford getting a car is one thing,
right?
Maintaining the car is another thing. Buying fuel, getting the parts if the car breaks down, and all of that. So don't try to be like others. Okay, your neighbor might have a car. What might work for you may be a scooter, or what they call your Legacy's Benz. Not because you're poor, but because you understand.
Well, should we go after Kayode this morning?
Should we tell you guys?
Should we go after Kayode?
What's going on?
Well, in the statement, you mentioned scooter.
Scooter?
Do you want us to tell you? Okay, let's forget about that. Kayode, continue.
Let's
I know. Yes, if I ride a scooter, you can scooter shame me all you want. But the point is, it works for me, right? So I could fuel my tank with how much? 5-6 liters, and I'm good to go for weeks, actually. I mean, so we need to actually build our lifestyle
cut your coat according to your clothes.
Especially now that things are really expensive.
Well, it could be easier said for some people that live just, some miles away from the office, but for others who have to, travel a longer distance, they just might need the vehicle.
Okay,
I'm not saying anything this morning.
On to the next one.
Kade's wisdom is very, very timely. On to the next tweet this morning. Malik, he's giving us some mathematics this morning. $1 equals 1,200 naira. 1 liter of fuel equals 1,200 naira. By Pythagoras' theorem, $1 will buy 1 liter of fuel in Nigeria. I no go do my own back to. Well, I didn't say it. It's coming from Malik this morning. I no go do my own back to vote Tinubu for second term care. That's coming from Malik. Let's go to other tweets, guys, this morning.
All right. I think there's a tweet that has to do with, I'm seeing there's something that, okay, this person said this. Okay, okay, that's not the tweet I was looking for. There's a particular tweet.
I know Jeff is looking for the comic relief. But I'll show you what the NNPCL has said.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for a particular tweet, but I missed it. Okay. I missed that tweet.
So the NNPCL put out a statement eventually after all of these posts on X. And this is what the NNPCL has to say about the 1,200 naira per litre trend that, of course, we just read those tweets. So the press release by Olufemi Shoneye, that's the Chief Corporate Communications Officer of the NNPC Limited, says the NNPC Limited is assuring the public that there is no imminent increase in the cost of PMS, which we all know as petrol. So some people sell it for 615 or 605, depending on where you are. The NNPCL is saying that's essentially where it will be, going by this statement. And he goes on to say that NNPC Limited is urging Nigerians to disregard unfounded rumors and assures them that there is no plan, or in this case, there are no plans for an upward review of the PMS price.
Exactly. So that's from NNPC. I think that's the authority when it comes to benchmarking prices, which everybody follows through.
I find something quite interesting.
Yes, exactly. Go ahead.
Because he says in the last paragraph that motorists nationwide are advised against panic buying, as there's presently ample availability of PMS across the country. So it's one thing for NNPCL to say we're not hiking our price, but are they speaking for other filling stations?
For other filling stations, for other distributors?
Are they speaking for other marketers? And that speaks to, you know, the liberalization of the market under which regime we're currently in. So if the market has been liberalized, why is the NNPC intervention still, you know, a big subject matter amid this conversation? You know, why should we take the NNPC's word without considering, you know, the market realities that other associations have to go through, i.e. the independent marketers, Morman? You know, they should also speak to this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on. Of course, when these things happen, you will see all kinds of speculation, conjecture, all of that, saying, oh, they want to increase it to 1,200. Eventually, I saw something like that. They'll increase it to, they will come out with a statement. I don't know who is the day. With a statement that they will increase it to 1,200, then eventually everybody will cry out and say, oh, President, intervene. And the President will say, okay, don't put it at 1,200, put it at 900. But the only
middle point.
Just somewhere. So it's more like testing the public exactly. What is going to be the reaction of the public so we can look for where to peg it now? These are conjecture.
There's a term for that, actually.
Yeah.
It's called door in the face.
Yeah,
essentially, in negotiation. So you slam the door in the face, give them the worst, and then you gradually just ease it. So is that what is happening now? I don't know. There are other ways to go about it. Foot in the door. Foot in the door essentially is increase it gradually. There's a whole lot. So is the government doing that? I don't know.
You know, as much as it's important for us to explore all aspects of the conversation, I think you guys are setting the agenda that, you know, netizens would not like this morning. Don't give the government room for consideration of the possibility of an increase in fuel price. We all should be fasting and praying right now that all of the refineries
let's be clear. Let's be clear on that. Before we jump to the next, let's be clear. Refineries coming upstream doesn't necessarily mean fuel prices will go down. They've said that over and over again.
But if they're able to guarantee supply before
energy security
this becomes a possibility, then we shouldn't be looking at even a 900 naira possibility.
All right.
So these are the things, these are the issues you'll be facing today. So let us know what you think. Hashtag CTV Morning Brief. This is still the Morning Brief right here on Channels Television. We still have for you a reaction, another side to that ESGT story. Recall the certificate saga, which the investigative journalist unfolded. Well, we have the story from one of the students in that school. It's an exclusive right here on Channels Television. So we'll go to break now. On our return, we're back with the first conversation of the day. It concerns your mental health. Stay with us.